So this is me in The Quarterback Princess. I was 20 years old. I like to say I'm camera ready in every sport. So I've played a professional golfer. I played this first girl quarterback on a high school football team. I have not thrown a football before this, but I got all my friends in acting class. I was the youngest one. I was 20 and my friends were 35 or 40. And I got them to show me how to get the ball and throw it so I didn't look stupid. This is me and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And what I remember about this is my whole job was to literally have fun. I was playing Sarah Parker's best friend, and she's all, as I recall, it's been a minute, worried about her boyfriend, and my job was to make her laugh, which was a really fun way to spend 6 weeks. I remember loving it. I was dancing, and I had danced my whole life, and this was right after, because I was still 20 years old and very blonde. I remember bursting into tears after I dyed my hair because it was white blonde and I didn't recognize myself in the mirror. This is me and my beloved friend Paul Reiser, and this is right in the beginning when we had no idea anybody would care about the show or watch the show. In fact, I was pretty sure they wouldn't because it seemed like too small a setup. They're married. Enjoy it. I was sure that it was special and I was sure that no one would watch it. So I was right about one thing and wrong about another. It was a couple years in when it seemed like it was never that giant splash that Friends made or Seinfeld made, but I did have a lot of people saying, you have a camera in our living room. You know what we're saying to each other. So that was fun. This is me getting the crap pummeled out of me with a big fire hose and a lot of dirt and a lot of wind. And we're probably looking at some X on a stand. I don't think we're looking at a real tornado, but I remember again, it was me with all these lovely men, all these wonderful actors spending a really hot summer in Oklahoma. I went to a screening of Twister recently and a lot of women showed up in the white tank top and a couple people were dressed as cows. So that's a challenge for those of you watching. How big a fan are you? I remember the agony of picking out the right dress. The director knew that me wearing this dress, he talks about it, he insults her with it. The director of this movie, Jim Brooks, said a bad raincoat can ruin a movie, and I agree with that. Every choice matters. So the choosing of this dress was a big deal. I remember shooting this scene and getting to act with this beautiful actor and how wonderful that was. I sort of thought he would be wild and unpredictable and not work like I did, and it would be a mystery. It was like being with the best guy in acting class. I had good hair in this movie. That's what I know. And I got to surf in it, which was really fun. Originally, the first time that you meet my character and Dennis Quaid's character were having a family basketball game. And the director knew that I surfed a little bit. He was like, what am I doing? So he threw us all in the water and I got to catch the wave of my lifetime, and it's on film. So if you watch the beginning of Soul Surfer, you'll actually see me surfing an actual wave. That's pretty fun. This is just the most beautiful movie ever, and he's the most wonderful actor, John Hawkes, and just this picture is the most tender thing. And I loved it because it was a movie about sex, a healthy movie about healthy sex, of which I can think of one, which is this one. I liked the fact that he, was differently abled, slowed the whole thing down. So rather than sex being like this cool, glamorous thing with fancy lighting or a violent thing, which it often is, instead it was tender and awkward and all the things that sex really is. Here's me being the meanest pickleball player ever. And this actor I'm working with is so funny. She's a wonderful writer, she's a wonderful actor, and it was just fun to get to be like a maniac.